Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Mathematics 7, Quarter 4, Week 1. By the way, my name is Roland J. Viola Jr., your subject teacher in mathematics. Our topic for today is all about data collection and presentation. Our objectives are define statistical terms such as sample, population, data, and variable. B. Use different techniques of gathering statistical data and organize them in a frequency distribution using a systematic procedure. And C. Uses the importance of statistics. Data collection and presentation. Good decision making should be based on facts. These days, you are exposed to huge volumes of information from different media such as newspaper, television, radio, and internet. In order for this data to be useful and meaningful, they should be precise and properly organized. Qualitative and quantitative. Anyone who wants to make a good decision needs to be based in his decision on reliable, accurate, and up-to-date information. Statistics as science deal with collecting, organizing, and analyzing and interpreting data to provide meaningful information that can help in sound decision making. The term statistic also pertains to the measure of numbers that describe a given set of data. Data is collected from two main sources, namely the population, which represents the totality of all individuals or objects from which the required information is to be obtained. B. A sample, which is a subset of the population from which information about the population is desired. For example, number 1. A pharmaceutical company wishes to monitor the quality of their products. The population for this study is the totality of all medicinal drugs produced by the company. A sample would be all the drugs examined for quality control on a particular day. Number 2. A polling firm wishes to determine the voting preferences of Filipino voters for the next presidential elections. So the population of the study is the totality of all Filipinos of voting age, while a sample consists of all voters surveyed by the firm. Number 3. A survey is being conducted to determine the TV viewing preferences of Filipino high school students. The population consists of all Filipino high school students, and a sample consists of high school students included in the survey. To be obtained from either the population or a sample is called the variable. Thus, in the example given, the variable of interest in A may be the number of percentage of products passing the quality control test. In B, that may be the voting percentage in the variable of the interest, while C, some of the variables that may be studied include favorite television shows, preferred genre of television shows, and the number of hours spent in watching televisions of Filipino high school students. The values that our variable takes in the data are called the observations of score or scores. The term data elements will also be used to refer to the individual element of data. So A, if the variable of interest is favorite sports, then some possible values are basketball, swimming, tennis, taekwondo, badminton, and archery. B, if the variable of interest of hours of sleep, then some likely observations are 6, 7, and 8 hours. C. If the variable of interest is the number of siblings, some of the possible observations are 1, 2, and so on. Variables may be one of the following two types. Number 1. Qualitative variables are variables that measure a quality or a characteristic of the population being studied. You may also refer to a qualitative variable as categorical, since the values that will be obtained may be classified into one or several categories. For example, of qualitative variables: hair, color, gender, religion, occupation, while quantitative variables are those that measure a number or amount, just like, for example, height, age, temperature, weight, and income. Two types of quantitative variables are discrete and continuous. Discrete if the values they assume are either finite or countable and are generally obtained by counting, just like, for example, family size, number of goals in a football game, number of wins of basketball team. While continuous variables are those whose values come from an internal in the real number line. Their values are generally obtained through measurement. Some examples are height, wind velocity, weight, and temperature. And that's all for today. Thank you for listening and God bless.